the audio levels to see if we're cool and live. Whoops. Hey Twitch, don't start playing other people's stuff. That ain't cool. I don't know what they're saying. Hang on, let's just check this audio. How's it doing? Don't see anything. Oh, I hear stuff though. Maybe it's just because I need to refresh it again. How's that? Is that good? So weird. Have I done something wrong? Swap to Tony's face just for a hot second. Maybe Twitch is just being a big bastard. It is being a big bastard. It's all working now. Hi chat. What's going on? Let me just do my socials. Can we get some like moon music in the background? Moon announcement. I'm pissing on it. You're pissing on it? Don't do that. Let's just get the links out first before I forget, because I will. Cool. Sorry, I'm just squeaking around in my cool gamer chair that just does nothing but squeaking. Let's get some moon music. What's moon music? Dunno. Hang on. I've got a load of tabs open that I don't want to close. Moon music. The lovely moon, music for dreams. Royalty free though, please. It's music, but it has slightly less gravity. Very good. Fly Me to the Moon, a lo-fi remix of Shimmering, copyright free. Now, are they saying it's copyright free, or is it actually copyright free? We'll stick it on. We'll have a cool Oh, it's literally Fly Me to the Moon. I don't want that. It's naff. I don't want Fly Me to the Moon. Background music and royalty free. Moon Lake? Hang on. 1 hour. I'll get the lo-fi hip hop royalty free playlist with the girl writing in a book. Beats to study, chill, relax to. Free for profit use. That's only 2 minutes long. Lo-fi hip hop beats, no copyright. Lo-fi hip hop 2020.
Good grammar and spelling.
That's Grammarly advert. What's she writing? She's writing a Omegaverse fanfic. Oh. How's this? Is volume good? How's this? Is volume good? That seems alright. Yeah. Tell me if it gets too loud. I'll just put it down a tiny bit. Where am I? Desktop, please. Oh my god, look at that. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I'm just desperately waiting for NASA to be like, we're getting ready, folks. We're about to do this. Because I've got that official stream, and I had the website over. Love letter to the moon. Yeah, we love the moon. Maybe NASA's just been drafting a big love letter to the moon. That's what's been going on. Look at all this stuff that's going on. No, but they said they were gonna do it on the live stream, so I might as well stick this on and just put it on mute until it gets to about 4 o'clock. Started streaming then. Hey dude, I'll just turn you down a little bit. So what do you think's going on with the moon? I hope it's okay. What's up guys, NASA here in my Lamborghini garage hat. So we've already got some cool theories. Moon theories. I already know what it probably is, because I read the website, which is really boring. NASA here in my Lamborghini garage. We're building Lamborghinis here in NASA. Sorry, just doing a big sip. Moon theories. Space monster. Probably not. Moon gay. Maybe. Point B. I prefer that. Moon gay. Point omega. How do I can just do ampersand. Point ampersand. What else do we think? What else do we think's going on here? Hey Ren, I'm just drafting some theories about the moon. I think I know what's up with it. It's really boring. Like in that Mr. Who episode. Yeah, moon gay. Like in Mr. Who. Why did I type gay? I meant to type egg. Moon egg. M dash. Point M. I need another symbol. Point M-ish. This is irrelevant. Phasmophobia works on like your. Oh my god! Why does it work on your laptop and not your PC? That's bizarre. Okay. I'll put the one that is probably gonna be, and it's something like progress made on moon towards like space fuel station or some shit like that. Like whatever the hell that is. We don't. It's probably not. It's just so boring, though, right? But it is that. I'm gonna say. Without a doubt. Moon lonely. Moon lonely. Point asterisk. Moon lonely. Sad face. Yeah, that's a good moon theory. In the news today. Uranus doesn't have a crack in it, but moon do. It's really good, Dan. It's really good. Oh my god, my Mastodon account's going absolutely fucking wild. Everyone's really happy that the moon's gay. Sorry, I'm a NASA plant, by the way. The moon is indeed gay. Uranus doesn't crack. I'm still reeling from that one. That's very good, Dan. Korean National Institute for Environmental Research. This is not moon news. I know we're another half an hour away from it. Moon's having a gender reveal party. Moon explodes, revealing gender. Okay, point. Moon explodes, revealing gender. Which one? All of them, baby. Can't wait for the moon to just... Sorry, I'm taking big swigs of liquid today because I'm dehydrated as shit. Second, I'm off work this week, so the second I'm off a schedule, I just turn into a fucking goblin. Big blue pink cloud where the moon used to be. I've just done a dumb and refreshed Twitch, so I assume that was the last message sent. Big pink cloud where moon used to be. Turns out the moon has its own moon. It was hiding on the dark side of the moon the whole time. Very good, Mario. Also, hey Mario, how you doing? Point at 0. Moon has own moon. Moon is in fact hiding on the dark side. Oh, I had one that I forgot to put. What is it? NASA checks out dark side of moon. Moon pretty thick, TBH. Moon prefers... Oh my god. What a controversy. Moon actually prefers Pokemon Sun. Absolutely. That's... Oh my god, it couldn't be right. That can't be that, right? That would be too much. I do like the idea that the moon's an egg, though, which it kind of goes along with the Uranus doesn't have a crack in it, but moon do. Moon crack revealing big baby. The moon is the real author of my immortal. True. Moon. Hang on. Need to change up some of these cool symbols. Moon is the real author of my immortal. The moon cracks open, revealing Tara Gillespie's the real face of Tara Gillespie. She was in there the whole time. Very good, Dan. I like that one. Eldritch Abomination hatchling. Yes. Hang on. Eldritch Abomination somewhere. Where? Already here. Terrifying. You believe in the moon? Doesn't even exist. Moon truther? Yeah, actually, there's a good point. Moon's fake. Legit heard Eldritch and look here. Yeah, it's your name. Buzz Aldrin found on the moon. Fake Buzz arrested. Oh my god. Buzz Aldrin was a doppelganger this whole time. Let's just Buzz Aldrin found alive and well on moon. Fake Buzz arrested. Got him. See bears that crashed up there have gained sentience and formed a like nuclear supercomputer. That's cool. I have got the right YouTube channel open, by the way. I think it's just NASA TV that's always streaming and has been since December 28th, 2018. Sea bears that crashed up there have gained sentience. Okay, cool. L8. Bears on moon gain sentience. Make better space society. All Tories have been sent to the moon for a free holiday. Oxygen not provided because we don't give free handouts. True. True. Tories sent to moon to start own super cool colony that doesn't suck real bad. Hi Jamie, how you doing? We're just discussing moon theories. We've already got quite a few. First of all, aliens. I think we've got a couple of these that are aliens. Wait, we'll just put general aliens, yeah. I need a new character to type. Have I actually worked away the question mark on my keyboard? I have. Wow, that's funny. How many times do I type the question mark? Aliens. Just aliens. Thank you, Jane. Point... it's fucking cheese, mate. We're doing really well. First of all, moon flat, moon cheese. Cheese. Both moon, both cheese single. Okay, fucking cheese grommet. Flat cheese. Flat moon. Grommet has video evidence. Garfield real? All lives and lives on the moon. Oh my god. Wallace just sits up there. Wallace died up there in A Grand Day Out. The rest of the Wallace and Gromit adventures is him losing oxygen and hallucinating. Yeah, how do I type that really quick and concisely? I guess that doesn't happen, huh? Wallace died on moon on Grand Day Out. Whole series is hallucination. Moon being renamed. We do need a separate Wallace and Gromit theory thread. Moon being renamed. What would we call it? Hang on, let me get line break settings. Can I see line break? Line break, please. Word wrap. Here we go. Yeah, just because it's I'm gonna slowly start covering up the stream, and that's the last thing I want to do. Monday renamed to Moon Day. Oh my god, that's wild. We need a separate Wallace and Gromit. Yeah, moon names. Okay, change moon name. What would we call the moon? M2N, M1, Mewtwo. These are all good moon names. Call renamed to New Amazon Prime. Oh, New Amazon Prime. That Moon presented by Disney. It's very bad, that. It's very bad. It's pronounced Moontoon. Really dumb. I'm just watching these people vibe. It's really cool. Moon Plus, new subscription service. Oh. I guess that's its own thread, right? subscription service. I need a silly symbol to hyphenate that. Where's my mouse gone? 0.0. That's Moon Sexy. Nice. These guys are all probably saying something. Laser. Warm up peak power. What are they building? Gas cylinders. This is all exciting out of context. Noom. Oh, I like Noom. What is that? Oh, Noom's that weight loss thing, isn't it? What is... I don't want to say it just in case there's a bit. Bethesda buys Moon, Elder Scrolls 6 only available there now. Yeah, I like that one. Bethesda buys Moon, Elder Scrolls 6 only available in there. There. That's a cool rocket. Wish I was paying enough attention to this. Look at it go. I love that there's some people that might have joined and left because they thought that I was actually like some form of a like someone who's knowledgeable on this subject. I'm not. But it's probably going to be point M about. Numa A. God, tasty. Oh my god, what's happening in chat? Do you know what's really cool? While I was like fucking around, look at the smoke cloud, looks like Big Knob. Lyrics. Yeah, while I was fucking around, like trying to figure out something to do while we wait for this. What was this? Gravity game. I discovered this, which is really fun and cute. Create my universe. So we can just like make a big blob fella. And just like make little like wild little gravity boys. That's gone forever now. The issue is with this. Once it goes off screen, it's kind of gone forever. Oh, like that one is gone. No, that's Pug. Isn't this really cool? And it plays little music as you're doing it. Let me just zoom out a little bit. But like I kept breaking it before because if you add too much, the universe implodes. Like this, it's really good. Moon's a biscuit. I like that one, Jane. And look, I've ended the universe now. It's fine. We're all safe now. Nothing can hurt us now. Yeah. Hang on, Moon's a... Hello, Lily. How you doing? We're just trying to figure out what's up with the moon. And like it could be any of these. I mean, people keep saying it's point M squiggle, but like, what do they know? It's obviously not that one, is it? What is up with the moon, right? You have any theories? Because we've got a lot of theories apparently. One of them is just completely outlandish. It's fully fucking ridiculous that. Progress made on moon towards space fuel station. Stupid. Fully stupid. One of them. Moon is shy of its craters. We all have to help her realize she's sexy and cute no matter her faults. Correct, Dan. Oh my god. I'm gonna end up repeating some of these cool symbols I'm doing. You're right, Jamie. Correct. Moon is Lily and Lily's the moon. I didn't even see that one. That's... How long's that been going on, Lily? Why haven't you told us? I guess you are telling us today in a big announcement on NASA. The stage goes silent. Lily walks up on front of stage and goes, "It's me. It's been me the whole time." Addendum to Gay Moon theory. Moon is non-binary. True. True. I guess it can be like a separate theory. It can be one of two. Don't want to overshadow anyone, you know. Yeah, that's... She's been moonlighting as the moon. Thanks. Very good, Jamie. Very good, Jamie. I'm going to put you in the bin. Moon NB. Non-binary. That's good. I think I missed a lot of theories. Biscuit Moon. Rockets deemed too expensive in this economy, NASA is now investing in ladder-based solutions to further moon missions. That's really correct, Mario, actually. Ladders to moon? I need... It's a shame about the regular keyboard is that you run out of characters eventually. Ladder-based space exploration. Very good. Insert liftless effort to get there. I mean, the space lift is something that has been theorized. So you're onto something there, Jane. It's just cool letters. Space lift. I wish I could spell. Look at all these nerds here, just sat here. NASA nuked Trump 2020 into the lunar surface. I hate that. I don't want to write that on here, though. All ideas are good, apart from that one. Sorry, dear. Start mashing alt codes and see what it comes up with. True. Oh, shit, yeah, of course. There we go. I forgot about alt codes. Alt 13's my favourite. Because it's just a little music note doing its thing. NASA nuked. Let's see. Lily is moon. I forgot to put that one down. Lily is moon. Moon? That was Lily. That's a silly one. How did I type 15 twice? Why is that like natural for my hand to go to? These two nerds here. Snakes? Snakes? What are NASA up to? Elon Musk tried to nuke Mars, but the moon gobbled. Excuse me. Okay, gobbled them all up into her big belly. Okay, Moon 4. Moon 4 rockets. Hee. Oh woo. Moon eggs. They're moon eggs. We got moon eggs, I think. Yeah, moon egg. And then in parentheses S. Okay, let me try and type something that's not 15. Oh, good shape. Moon is a furry. Dan, you're on it. I hope you can all see these because I've just zoomed out a little bit. Dan's got it. So you can grow a moon by chucking it into space. Wait, hang on. Oh, an egg. Yeah, I guess it hatches into like a huge cluster of moons. If you plant the moon in space dust, does it grow another moon? Dark side of the moon is just one big toenail. Jamie, I don't like that. But, I mean, facts don't care about my feelings, so I guess, 0.3 smiley face. Dark side of moon is just big toenail. Dan, just Jamie. Moon's actually just a really tall mountain, and that's how mountains look when they get that tall. Mario! Mario's on it! You're on fire, baby! Moon is just a mountain, and when they get big, they just be like that. You're so wise, Mario. There's no other side of the moon. The universe doesn't bother rendering it. No other side of moon. Universe just doesn't render it. Jane, with these absolutely phenomenal ones. They're really good. I'm not even, like, they're not even being sarcastic here. Those are really good. I like those. Concave like a contact lens. The moon is watching. The contact lens. Hang on. Moon? Oh my god. I had not even considered that the moon could be watching us. Like contact lens. It watches us. Chuck Norris kicked the moon and that's why it got... who's Chuck Norris? Moon has a natural panacea giving it to Bolivia. What? Moon's got drugs on it? These are really good moon theories. Moon Moon drugs. How did I type that in? Moon drugs. Don't know how I typed that in. Did I somehow swap on? Oh, okay, yeah, whoops. I think I swapped onto, because I do have the Arabic keyboard installed, because at one point I was trying to teach myself it. The moon isn't white, it's just covered in cocaine. Coke moon. Uh-oh. Okay, that's the end of Core USA AQ. Moon is cocaine? I think that's how you spell it. Mad Maxed on the moon. The moon was an island nation next to America but wanted to escape, so they just left. Moon is island nation just trying to escape. Okay, I think we've got all the theories that it could be the 51st state. Moon killed Dumbledore. Moon's making its K-pop debut. I mean, we've got 7 minutes left, but I'm not sure much more I could fit on this. Still have it be legible. Moon is where things go when they sink in quicksand. Mario! He knows what's up! Moon is where things go when quicksand drown. What else? Moon K-pop album drops in 7 minutes. Moonball. 12 times you say? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Once it gets to like 57 o'clock, that's how time do. It's also the Bermuda Triangle receptacle. Cool, okay. Also, Bermuda, is that how you spell it? Triangle warp zone. Does Kid Quicksand seem like it was going to be a much bigger issue than it really is? Henry. This is not how K-pop works. First Moon K-pop announcement, then K-pop trailer. Okay. K-pop announcement. Yeah, when it gets to 3:57, I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna start focusing. Whoa! Oh, a goose! NASA knows what's up, maybe. That's so cool. They've got gooses. Space geese. Oh my god. What if, like, more than one of these are correct? Is the thing. What if... what if more than one of these is correct? Because I don't quite understand how I'd be able to handle that. I mean, we have got quite a spread ahead of us. Moon has an atmosphere, but it's only 2 foot off the ground. I like that. Moon has atmosphere, but it's only 2 feet off the ground. Antarctica is the old moon, but we threw it in the bin and got a better one. This is that's just how this fucking consumer economy has got us, right? Antarctica. I can't spell Antarctica. Is old moon, but we put it in the trash like when we got a slightly better one. I love this goose, or whatever the hell this is. It is a goose. Well, look at them go! Physiological readers, look at them, these cyberpunk geese. Oh, thanks for the clip, Jamie. Moon's been. Look at these geese. Moon is tiny. Camera just make it look bigger. Moon is actually just real fucking small. Moon used to be where the Bermuda Triangle is, but we... I feel that combines 2 of these theories, which is very exciting that some of these could combine. We want to stick to the fundamental theories, though, Jane. Whilst that is very good, we can get very quickly out of hand. Although we do have a lot of Wallace and Gromit ones, and at least 2 Wallace and Gromit ones on here, I think. Or at least we talked about them. Okay, I'm gonna start... Did that goose just have a freaking flight mask? It did! Moon's a beanbag. So I'm gonna, like, spam... Let's see what's going on in BBC News. BBC News talk... Fuck off, Boris. Who are you? I don't give a shit about Boris. I want to know what's up with the moon. Science. NASA leaks asteroid samples. The space door jams. I knew about that. NASA asteroid mission confident success. They don't... NASA tests... Bezos rocket test NASA moon landing tech. That could be it, actually. This was 14th of October. There's 3 sausages all at once. Alternatively, moon has the runs. Moon's just been shitting itself. Let's see. NASA moon announcement. I think I'm pretty sure I am on the right stream with this. 2020 live. Oh my god, we could watch the sun's announcement of it. That's really funny. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna torment myself like that. Or even the Telegraph. Jesus. I think it's the week with some fascinating news. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. NASA Live. Okay, it's literally just the thing that I was watching. It is literally the exact video that I was watching. What are they playing? Hang on, shush lo-fi. What are they playing here? Stratosphere. This is crazy. Is this right? Discoveries about the moon, yeah. So it's something already on the moon. Oh yeah, we didn't. We got a bit. We got a bit carried away. This is a moon stream, not an everything we can see stream. Yeah, why isn't it that stream, Jamie? Pog in chat? Jeez, guys. These guys know what's up. They're all aware. Chair, desk, table, floor. What could that mean? I'm scared. What if it's a jump scare video? It is Halloween. What if NASA has just pranked us and just did a big jump scare video? And the moon just like jumps out at us and gets us. We'll all just have a big funny laugh. What is this tune? Is this copyright free music, by the way? And NASA like getting us bad? There's 10,000 people watching NASA video. Okay, it is now time. Let's go. Where's the moon news, NASA? Turns out the moon is where Minecraft... Wow. This is like a holiday company on hold music. Have you ever called up an NHS surgery and been put in hold? Because... Oh shit.
Good morning and thank you for standing by. I'd like to inform all participants that your lines have been placed in listen-only mode until the question and answer session of today's call. Today's call is also being recorded. If anyone has any objections, you may disconnect at this time. I would like to turn the call over to Ms. Felicia Chow. Thank you. You may begin.
Turn up the volume.
Hi,
NASA.
thank you.
Ooh, there
I'm
we go.
Felicia Chow, Public Affairs Officer at NASA headquarters in Washington, D.C. Thank you for dialing into today's media telecon on our latest discovery from the Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy, or Sophia. For those watching via Ustream at nasa.gov/live, please note that there will be a 30-second delay in the streaming to the actual telecon. We have 4 panelists today joining us. Each panelist will provide a short briefing. Then we will move to the question and answer session, accepting questions from media that dialed into the phone bridge, and those that submitted questions via Twitter using the hashtag AskNASA. There will also be a Reddit Ask Me Anything on NASA's moon exploration plans at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on the Space subreddit. This media telecon will be limited to 1 hour. Today's panelists are Paul Hertz, Astrophysics Division Director at
How does
NASA
he know?
headquarters in Washington. Jacob Bleacher, Chief Exploration Scientist for the Human Exploration and Operations Mission Directorate at NASA headquarters. Casey Hannibal, Postdoctoral Fellow at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland. Nassim Rangwala, Project Scientist for the Sophia mission, and NASA Ames Research Center, Silicon Valley, California. We also have a special guest today, Sarah Noble, Lunar Scientist at NASA headquarters.
They got the moon scientists.
And with that, let's get started. Paul?
Thank you, Felicia. It's great to be making this announcement today. Several studies have showed that water on the moon's surface is in its permanently shadowed craters. Today, we are announcing that for the first time, water has been confirmed to be present on a sunlit surface of the moon.
Whoa!
This is exciting because the expectation is that any water present on a sunlit surface of the moon would not survive the lunar day. This discovery reveals that water might be distributed across the lunar surface and not limited to the cold, shadowed places near the lunar poles, where we have previously discovered water ice. The discovery was made with Sophia, NASA's airborne observatory, which flies a 100-inch or 2.5-meter telescope high in the Earth's atmosphere to study the universe in the far infrared part of the electromagnetic spectrum. The water molecule consists of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. Sometimes water is called H2O.
H2O?
Previous observations detected hydrogen through hydration on the lunar surface. Sophia's infrared spectrometer was able to identify the chemical fingerprint unique to the water molecule, showing that the previously detected hydrogen is in a water molecule and not in some other kind of hydrogen-containing molecule.
To be fair as well, dear.
This discovery raises new questions
Water could
about
mean
how water
aliens.
is created and how it can persist in the harsh, airless conditions of the sunlit lunar surface. This discovery, of course, is of more than just scientific interest to NASA. With the Artemis program, NASA will land the first woman and the next man on the moon in 2024 and establish a sustainable human presence by the end of the decade.
Oh my god.
At the moon, we will prepare for human exploration of Mars. Water is a precious resource in space, but we want to know everything we can about water on the moon. One of the things we don't know yet is whether the water detected by Sophia on a sunlit surface is accessible for use as a resource. With that introduction, I'm now going to turn it over to Casey Hannibal, who is the lead author of the paper published today reporting this discovery. Casey?
Jane.
Thank you, Paul. So prior to this discovery, for about a decade, we knew that there
I
was
don't
some
want to
form of
interrupt anything.
hydrogen on the sunlit surface of the moon, based on previous spectroscopic observations. Spacecraft studied the moon in the infrared at wavelengths of 3 microns and could not differentiate between the water molecules and their close cousin, hydroxyl. Hydroxyl is actually the active ingredient in drain cleaners. Hypothetically, if drain cleaner were on the moon, we could not tell the difference between the drain cleaner and water using the 3-micron wavelength. However, if we study the lunar surface at a wavelength of 6 microns with Sophia, the water molecule has a distinct chemical fingerprint
She's
that
just
hydroxyl does
explaining
not
why
have.
why we
The
know it's
6-micron
water and not
fingerprint
drain
requires
cleaner.
the bond between 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom that only exists in the water molecule H2O.
H2O.
Sophia's unique position above most of the water in the Earth's atmosphere allowed us to look for the 6-micron fingerprint on the sunlit moon. This observation finally allowed us to definitively determine that water molecules are present on the sunlit surface of the moon. We found the water in the moon's southern hemisphere at Clavius crater and its surrounding region.
Wow.
Clavius is one of the largest craters visible from Earth. At this location, the data reveal a water concentration of about 100 to 400 parts per million. That's roughly equivalent to a 12-ounce bottle of water within a cubic meter of volume of lunar soil. But our observations with Sophia only sense the very surface of the moon. To be clear, this is not puddles of water, but instead water molecules that are so spread apart that they do not form ice or liquid water. The water that we observe has 2 potential sources. It could be either from the solar wind or micrometeorites. The solar wind delivers hydrogen to the lunar surface that reacts with oxygen in the soil and forms hydroxyl. During micrometeorite impact on the moon, this pre-existing hydroxyl can be converted into water by combining two hydroxyl molecules together in the high temperatures from the impact. Many of these same micrometeorites may also contain water of their own that can transfer to the moon. What's interesting is that without a thick lunar atmosphere, water on any hot sunlit surface of the moon should be lost to space or find its way to the lunar polar cold trap. Yet somehow we're still seeing it on the sunlit moon. We think the water is trapped within glass beads within the soil that formed during the micrometeorite impact. These glass beads are about the size of a pencil tip and protect the water from the harsh lunar environment. Understanding the source of water and its retention helps piece together the broader history and role water plays in the inner solar system and on other airless bodies like asteroids, and may have implications for human exploration. Our next speaker is Jacob Lucha. Jacob?
Thank you, Casey. The Sophia results discussed today are very exciting for us in human exploration. This discovery is a great example of science and human exploration working hand in hand. This is a multidisciplinary science approach to collect data that will also help enable human exploration. Understanding where the water is on the moon will help us prepare to send astronauts to the lunar South Pole with our Artemis program. But you might ask, why does water matter to Artemis? Well, it's far easier to travel when you don't have to carry everything with you that you might need for the entire trip. For instance, here on Earth, if you can depend on resources throughout your trip and at your destination, things you might get at a gas station or a restaurant or hotels or campsites, then you can be much more efficient with what you pack. If it comes down to packing water or your favorite book to read, well, you'll have to take the water to survive. Water is extremely critical for deep space exploration. It's a resource of direct value for our astronauts. Water can be turned into oxygen for them to breathe. It could be a fuel supply that they use later. But obviously it can be water they can drink, or you could use it for other purposes. But water is heavy, and therefore it's expensive to launch from the surface of the Earth. Anytime we don't need to pack water for our trip, we have an opportunity to take other useful items with us. For instance, payloads to do more science. So you can imagine easily being able to use water that is already at the moon would be a big help for us in exploring the moon with our astronauts. We know there's water at the moon, but we don't know exactly how accessible lunar water is for our future explorers. Knowing where we can find water is a good first step, but we need to know more about the water to understand if and how we can use it for both science and exploration. We know that water exists in some of the darkest and coldest locations on the moon, inside craters that have never seen sunlight. Those cold and dark environments are difficult to reach, and they can be even harder to work in for long periods of time. So finding water that's easier to reach is really important to us. This could involve finding easier to reach small craters that have the water, or, as these Sophia results show, that we can find water outside of these craters. Understanding the state in which the water exists is quite important. If it's locked into the glass beads, as Casey mentioned, it may require more energy to extract it. If the water's mixed up in the soil, it might be a little easier. Regardless, knowing more about that water, how it gets there, the form in which it's present, how much of it exists, whether it moves around, all of this is very useful information for planning possible resource utilization on the moon. It's also important to understand how stable the water is and how easily disturbed or lost it might be, as well as whether or not it might be replenished over time, or if it's lost for good from the location once we sample or use it. Future missions like NASA's Volatiles Investigating Polar Exploration Rover, or VIPER, will be looking for water directly on the surface and up to a meter below the surface to help make the first water resource maps of the moon. You can see that this exciting discovery leads to many new questions about water on the moon and our future science and exploration activities. And now we'll hear from Naseem Rangwala, Sophia's project scientist.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thanks, Jacob. As Paul mentioned, Sophia is an airborne observatory. By flying at high altitudes, up to 45,000 feet, Sophia is able to get above 99.9% of the water vapor in
Okay,
Earth's
so this is
atmosphere
more about Sophia
that is
and
blocking the
stuff, and
infrared
how,
light
and how,
from space.
how
Specifically,
she do her
for this
thing.
discovery, Sophia allowed us to detect water on the sunlit surface of the moon without
Just turn it down for a
contamination
second.
from
keep an air out,
terrestrial
but
water.
so
Sophia carries an instrument that
there
is
could be
able
aliens,
to pick
is the
up
thing.
the specific wavelength
If there is
unique to
water,
water molecules at 6.1 microns, as you heard from
potentially
Casey.
stuff we
In
could
fact,
grow in it if it gets
Sophia
there.
is currently the only telescope on or off this world that can provide remote access to this unique chemical
they're giving us a
fingerprint of
picture.
water at 6.1 microns. Normally, we study distant and much dimmer objects like black
I'm just
holes,
testing the audio as
star
well, so
clusters,
sorry.
and galaxies. This was
We're
actually
fine,
the
yeah.
first time Sophia observed the moon, and we did it as a test case. Because the questions surrounding the moon's
Thanks for
water
the picture,
were so
though,
compelling,
guys.
we decided to use the observatory in a way not previously imagined. So in August of 2018, we decided to try a test observation on the moon. This discovery was made while we were flying over Nevada on our way back to our home base in Palmdale, California.
Wow.
What was essentially a test far exceeded our expectations. Now that we know we can do this, and given the importance of understanding the distribution of water on the moon,
That is
and
the
the
moon.
origin
Why?
of
What's
water
happening in the
in our solar
YouTube chat?
system,
There's a lot of
we are
Spanish
planning
people.
more flights with
Or is that
Sophia
Portuguese?
to collect more data. We are very excited that these follow-up observations will look for water in more
Anyone got a
sunlit
link to
locations
Sophia's
to better
OnlyFans?
understand how water is created, stored, and moves across the lunar surface.
You can
over
vomit
time.
on the moon. No one's stopping
These
that.
observations will add to the data that NASA's next moon rover, the Viper mission, will collect to create the first water resource maps of the moon.
Oh my god.
Back to you, Paul.
Back to you, Paul.
Thanks, Nassim. NASA's space observatories allow us to study the universe in ways that are impossible from the ground. And although Sophia is not a space observatory, it's an airborne observatory, it does allow us a view of the universe in the far infrared that is impossible from the ground
That's
because
so
the water
fucking
vapor in the
cool.
Earth's atmosphere
That's a reply
blocks
to the
this
house
part
thing.
of the electromagnetic spectrum. Today, we are announcing an important discovery by Sophia, that the previously detected hydrogen on the sunlit surface of the moon is located in water molecules. This discovery raises new questions about how water is created
Most transmission
on the surface
ever.
of the moon,
Alright,
and how it
Sergio.
can
Fuck
persist
off, you
in the harsh,
weirdo.
airless, sunlit conditions of the lunar surface. Knowing how much water is on the moon
Space
and
planes
how
would be
we
cool.
might be able to use it in the future supports NASA's long-term human exploration goals into deep space.
Liquid
NASA will
water.
continue to leverage all of its assets, including Sophia, the world's premier airborne observatory, to contribute to
Water
the
on the moon,
success
Jules. More
of the
water
Artemis
in the
mission
lit
and
areas
NASA's
of the
human
moon,
exploration
when
program.
previously it was only found in the dark
Alicia?
areas where it wouldn't evaporate,
And
but it's
all-
actually in the lit up
Media
areas.
resources for this announcement is
Soil
available
wet.
on nasa.gov/Sophia and can also be found on our press release. We will now start the question and answer session.
Oh, hell
Sarah
yeah.
Noble, headquarter lunar scientist, will also be joining us to cover your questions.
Let's hear some of these
We will
questions.
limit everyone to one question. Our operator should identify you, but if not, please identify yourself, your media affiliation, and then direct your question to a specific panelist if possible. For those dialing in, push *1 keys on your phone to be placed into queue. To ask a question using Twitter, please use
probably
the
too late to
hashtag
dial in, isn't it?
#NASA.
There's 10,000
And with
people,
that,
16,000
let's
people
begin.
watching this stream.
Let's start with Jeff Faust from Space News.
To the moon, whether they are orbiters or some of the landers beyond, obviously, the Viper rover, might be used to better characterize the water signal that you saw with Sophia. Is there anything
Thailand.
currently on the books that would help in that regard? Thanks.
Was that a question? Was that one
Mr.
of the...
Jacob, I'm sorry, we missed the very beginning of your question. Could you maybe restate it, please?
Oh, no! That's dire.
Sure. Let me try and summarize. Are any of the upcoming missions, whether they are orbiters or landers, including payloads on CLIPS landers, useful in helping to better characterize the water signal you saw with Sophia? Thanks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I can give you a little background on some additional CLIPS capabilities that we're looking at. The CLIPS flights are commercial lunar payload services. Will leverage capabilities of industry partners to quickly deliver scientific instruments, technology demonstrations to the moon. As part of that, NASA will be sending dozens of science investigations and technology experiments to the surface.
Life lands you moon, make lunar aid. I can't wait to drink water out of Moon Lake.
So just an example of some of these that we're looking at moving
How
forward.
much water do we need to just
one
dump
would be
on
the
that,
mass
on
spectrometer observing lunar
satellite?
operations, or MSOLO.
I guess on that big
MSOLO
rock
will identify low molecular weight
atmosphere. How much water do we just
can
dump
be
on
installed
it?
to either measure the lunar exosphere or even things like spacecraft outgassing and contamination, because we also want to understand what our presence might be doing to the water and the precious volatiles there.
Yeah, that's a
the
good
data gathered
point,
from
actually.
MSOLO will help determine the
These scientists have a good point about the thing that they really know about.
Potentially accessible resources. Another example would be a neutron
and that is,
spectrometer
if we start stomping
NSS.
on the moon, will the water go
NSS
away?
will search for indications of
To the moon,
water,
see how big
ice
they get.
near
That's
the lunar
true.
surface.
That's how you
by
measure how much water there is on the planet.
hydrogen-bearing materials are at a landing site, and help determine the overall bulk composition of the regolith around it. Another example would be the near-infrared volatile spectrometer.
They're just talking about like
or NIRVIS. NIRVIS will measure surface and subsurface hydration, carbon dioxide,
ways that
methane,
they're just gonna like
all resources that could
ways that
potentially
they can
be mined
measure
from the moon and used by our
moon
future
juice.
explorers. They also help map surface temperature changes at the landing site. And we mentioned Viper earlier. We also have another activity.
Science, just give me the moon
going
juice.
ahead of Viper. NASA's awarded a CLIPS provider.
Where the flat earthers at? Yeah, right, Alejandro. Where are they?
Resources ice mining experiment, or
they
Prime
don't believe
1.
in NASA.
So Prime 1 is a drill combined with a mass spectrometer, and it'll be heading
There's
to
absolutely
the moon
no way I'm going to be able to get the call
2022.
in.
So this is
There's
a
like 13,000 people
drill,
watching this.
And it will fly with Viper, which will fly.
Squishing your space boots in some moon mud.
Is a precursor to the Trident drill that's going to fly with MSOLO on Viper. So this is going to give us an example.
Thing is, I don't want to
shit
shit-post on like these guys who are like announcing this really like.
So we do have a series
this like big step, right? I don't want to just like come in and just fart around and be like,
understand more about the.
Hey, NASA, is the moon gay? How will this help the Artemis mission? Discovery could mean a lot for astrobiology.
Is Marcia Dunn from AP? Oh, sorry. Yes, Marcia Dunn from AP.
Yes, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello? Yes. Yes, this is for the lead author, Ms. Honeyball. Could you tell me, please, how much, over how much area of the moon did you detect these molecules, the water molecules? If you could give some
I think they did answer that, actually.
How vast an area?
I think it was a meter squared that detected a small
amount.
How
many molecules are we actually talking about in the thousands?
Oh, did they?
I mean, I'm just trying to get a handle on how big and how much.
How wet's the moon, NASA?
Yeah, so the Clavius crater is the largest crater observed from the Earth, but it's not that big. When we looked at the moon, our observations extended from about a 50-degree latitude down to about 75 degrees in latitude on the moon. So we only covered a few degrees.
Got way more water on it than we knew.
On the moon. What also, the abundances that we measured are only 100 to 400 ppm of water, which is not a lot. Like I said, these water molecules are not interacting with each other. They're individual molecules incorporated into these glass beads, so they're not in a form of ice or liquid.
Interesting. So they're just loose molecules of water, so it's not necessarily like
Thank you.
Big squishy pockets of moon. Mario can fart on the moon tree.
Next question.
Yeah, you can.
We have David Curley from the Discovery Channel.
David Curley from the Discovery Channel?
Thanks for taking the question.
So why wouldn't you let the pros answer?
I mean, this is an amazing discovery, but how much is there? Will it matter? Will it
She's literally just answered this question, David.
If we need to mine it. Thank you.
If you were listening, David, you'd have known the
Casey,
answer to
I think
this.
maybe you could reiterate the amount of water.
Yeah, so the amount of water is roughly equivalent to a 12-ounce bottle of water within a cubic meter of lunar soil.
Yeah, okay,
But this,
cool.
instead of being at a volume, this is spread across the surface of the moon. Whether or not it's usable for mining, I will turn over to Jacob.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
love this
Casey. That's,
picture.
and this is, you know, this is the core part to the question, right? And I think several of us hinted at this, is that we really need to understand
Next
more
question,
about the water.
how much
that's
water
present.
is there, though?
So we need to understand what form it's in.
Big dummy, why is it the moon?
We need to understand how much of it
previously
there
we knew
is.
that the dark
And
side of the moon had
the
water
complement
because
of,
it was darker, it couldn't
approaches,
evaporate because of the
measurements that
sun.
we can make.
But they have found
Some of them
water
look at
molecules
just at
on the
surface,
sunny
some
side of
can
the
look
moon,
deeper, below
meaning
the some see water in different forms
it's
than in other
substantial
forms.
enough, I
We need
guess,
to
to
gain
not
that
evaporate
broad
when the sun
picture
pointed
of
it.
what the resource stock really is.
That's
at the
some
South
big
Polar
water,
region.
right?
We
I
also
love
need
the
to
idea that they have
understand
actually just
how
found
we can not only
giant
approach it as a
molecules
resource,
of
but how we
water.
can also use
Moon
it
Gay
as
Mermaid,
a
true.
science resource, because that ice also carries with
I know
it
it was said before, but like
much information about
NASA receives a lot of
evolution
money.
the solar
They could have
system,
made a
evolution of
better
the sun,
presentation
evolution
than
of the
this.
Moon-Earth system. So, you know,
Good use of the old Switch
it's
coin.
hard to
Hell
answer
yeah.
the question straight up. Is this discovery going to provide us with enough water to do anything specific? It's part of a process in moving forward and understanding volatiles and volatile cycles on the moon.
Yeah, just
And this is
fucking
an
dunk on
important
David.
discovery because now we know that that water does exist outside of some of these places in these dark craters that are really hard to get into and really hard to operate in. So this might be an avenue for us to get to water a little bit easier.
Thank you. Next,
Come on,
I
good
believe
question.
we have Joey Roulette from Reuters.
Joey, from Reuters.
Hey, question for Paul and Jacob.
How much water is
kind
on
of
the
similar
moon?
to what was asked before, but what will it take to know whether the water molecules can be turned into usable resources to support the Artemis program, like drinkable water, ingredients for rocket fuel, etc.?
They're not listening.
Do you think we'll know this from more remote observations, or will we have to rely on future robots or probes on the ground on the moon? Thanks.
You see robots? That's cool.
I can give my my first shot at answering that question. We already listed off a handful of additional payloads that are planned to go to the lunar surface. I think it's critical that we combine remote observation, which can give us the broad context.
Depends how hard you squish it,
observations
Jane.
from Sophia, coupled with other observations that look more
If you get a
broadly
meter
at the moon,
cubed
tell
of
us
water,
regionally
squish
where
it
we
hard
see
enough,
those
you'll be able to
signatures.
get like
But then we need to also
some
get on the
water out of
ground
that.
And sample. So we have, as I mentioned, the Viper mission is heading that way.
Moon robots
And
now installed
I
with
hope
oars.
that you can see that this is kind of an iterative approach. So, for
12
instance,
ounces,
we're sending
cool.
the Prime 1 drill to help us understand better
So
how
it turns
to
out you
approach it when we
can
get Viper there.
get,
That's a more capable vehicle.
Water from
so,
rock.
Answering the question exactly when we'll know is difficult. What I can say is that
when are they getting like
in situ
the
resource utilization
the common
perspective,
folk to ask questions?
we
We've had
have
Discovery Channel and
multiple
Reuters and
approaches
stuff
to
like that. When can we
extracting
have
the water,
like Dave from
multiple
Grimsby
activities
to
that
come
are
up and be
underway.
like,
And as we
"Oh,
learn more,
yeah, you
we'll know
found
better
water
which
on
of
there,
those
have you?"
to develop further
But
so that we can follow that approach.
When
And
do
it
I
may be
get
that
my
there's
anime
multiple
wife,
approaches,
NASA?
because the water may be in different forms in different places. It may be more accessible.
Dave from Grimsby.
We also, again, have to learn just simply going up to the water.
When are we
going to
get Dave from Grimsby on
that we then
NASA?
can't use it. So, each one of these lessons
He
helps
spend
us
his
learn
wages
better how
on
to
this
query
phone call.
the lunar environment, the lunar surface on our next step.
Workington
moving
Man.
forward.
Yeah, when we get in
Thank you.
Workington Man.
Next, we have Kenneth Chang from the New York Times.
New York again. These I don't care what publications have to say about this.
Hello, Kenneth. Are you on?
Does England have access to these waters for fishing,
Okay, before we
NASA?
go back to Kenneth, let's go ahead and take some Ask NASA questions.
Oh fuck yeah!
If you would like
Twitter
to ask a
questions. Here we
question
go.
using Twitter, please use the hashtag AskNASA. So, we have a question from Liam Parker asking, what volume of water is found and does it suggest life may have been present on the moon previously?
Maybe, maybe not.
Sarah, can you
I guess
talk
they're
about that?
vetting them.
Sure. So we covered a little bit about how much water is there. It's not a lot. And it's also water by itself is really not enough. There are other ingredients necessary.
They're vetting these
for
questions
life.
very
And the
tightly,
moon is
though, aren't
frankly
they?
a really
Hey,
hard
this is
place.
Gary from The
Radiation
Sun.
environment,
Would moon
the lack
water
of
like
an
promising
atmosphere.
opportunity on
There
a
are lots
page
of
3?
reasons we can talk
I
about.
want every
but
question
where-
to be
where
some
life is just
variation of
not,
how much
a thing
water.
that we
I mean, they
think could
kind
have
of
never
are,
been
aren't they? I mean, this question was literally, is there enough water to support
Thank you.
life?
Let's try to jump back to the Q&A. Dennis, are you available?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry about that. I just wanted to clarify a few things. In 2009, there was data from Chandrayaan-1 about water in the sunlit area. Is this a confirmation of that, confirming that it's water and not hydroxyl, but otherwise similar? And
Thirsty life.
was there a
baby.
confirmation of water in the deep craters from the L-cross, or is there also that ambiguity between H2O and hydroxyl?
H2, whoa! He's just asking if, how
Hi, this is
like
Katie.
more,
So I can take the first part of that.
can we tell if
The
it's water and not like
observations
bleach,
from 2009
like
with
space
N2 on the lunar
bleach?
surface were of the 3-micron band, which could not distinguish between hydroxyl and water
Yeah, and she's
molecules.
just saying, the
What
technology's
our
better,
detection
Dave from
today
Grimsby.
on the moon
Moon's a
is saying
thirst
is
trap,
that
I
at
knew
least
it.
part of what
Fucking
N2
knew it.
detected is in the form of
I
molecular
wish Dave
water.
from Grimsby would call up. I just want to know what he'd have to say.
Maybe somebody else can take the L-cross part.
Hi, this is
Sure, let
Barry
me
from
jump
the
in.
Daily
The
Mail.
L-cross did
We were
in fact
wondering how many
find
immigrants are on the
water,
moon.
but that was of course looking
Do they
in
get up there? Are they
permanent
hiding in the
region.
water? What does
So
this
the
water
difference here
mean?
is that we're now seeing it in sunlight as well.
3 elements of life are piss, shit, and cum. Dear. Excuse
Great,
me.
thank you. Next, we have Christopher Coquions from Sky News Canada.
Spy News Canada.
Yes, can you hear me okay?
Come on. Is this just
Yeah.
another how much water is there?
Okay, and it's Coquino, so it's an odd name. No worries. First, congratulations to the team. And then a question about the map, the water map of Clavius. And did you see any evidence of movement of these molecules over time? In other words, these apparent glass beads that are containing these stray water molecules, are they breaking down? Are they moving at all due to solar wind or micrometeorite impacts? So was this, do you see a process? Is the map dynamic at all, or is that something to look for in future missions?
That's cool. That's a cool
This is
question.
Casey. Yeah, that is definitely something that we are going to be looking for
Okay, they
moving
don't know
forward with continuing observations.
Announcement:
of
Moon's
Sophia.
Brexiting.
With the
It's
current
part of the
data,
British
it
Isles the whole time. Yeah, they used to be in Ireland too, but they fucked
one
off.
location at
Actual question.
one
Good
time
job,
on
Canada.
the
Man.
moon.
It's a good
So
question,
we
but
need,
basically the
in order
answer
to
was, we'll look
understand
into
the
this.
mobility of water and if it's moving and how it's really stored, we need more observations of different lunar phases to really be able to get at that mobility problem of water.
Yes, thank you.
Can we go back to
have
Twitter
Leo
questions,
Enright
please?
from Irish TV.
Again, I don't...
Thanks very much. I'm wondering about the source of this water. You mentioned one possibility as glass beads on the surface being impacted by the solar wind. Now, I'm afraid I'm showing my age with this question, but I was actually in the science support room in the Mission Control Center during Apollo 17 when they were at Shorty Crater. And I will never forget the scenes in that room when they found orange soil, because everybody in the room believed that that meant water, and they were devastated, many of them, though they're scientists, when they discovered, well, maybe it wasn't. I'm wondering, could those be exactly the beads that you're talking about?
Hi, this is Casey. So those are actually different kinds of beads. Those are volcanic beads that were erupted during a volcanic process on the moon. The glass beads that we're talking about are little beads that form when a micrometeorite impacts the moon and melts part of the lunar surface. It melts it and could either deliver the water or form water from pre-existing hydroxyl, which then cools to form a little, what we are calling little glass beads. So there's the ones that they found on Apollo and the ones that we're talking about here are different beads. We do think that the Apollo glass beads like Apollo found may concentrate water, and hopefully we can do observations of the Apollo 17 site to possibly detect water at that location with Sophia.
And if I may cheat and ask a follow-up, I'm particularly interested in the instrument that you were using. It's my understanding that
Sophia.
it was designed and built by the Andor Company in Belfast in Northern Ireland. Is that correct?
I'm going to pass this one on to Nassim.
Hi, are you talking about the instrument that made this discovery on Sophia? No, that was made.
Yes, the CCD device. I understood it was built by Andor.
Why is...
Well, I will have to get that specific information from the project.
It's a weird
but the
question.
instrument itself
Who built it? Was it Northern Ireland? Did they build it? Was it Northern Ireland?
Okay.
It was them, wasn't it? They built it, bastards.
We will take another question from the phone lines and then go back to Ask NASA questions and then jump back to the phone lines. Let's start with Jim Siegel from NASA Tech.
What newspaper was the Irish guy from? Is he from the Irish equivalent of The Sun?
Jim, can you hear us?
Yeah, Jim. You with us, Jim?
Okay, while we try to get through
Jim's
with
dead.
Jim, let's go ahead and try to answer a question from Ask NASA.
Hell yeah, come on. Come on, Twitter.
Based on the data for the near side of the moon, have we any assumptions for the far side? Could we find the same abundance and the same process? Casey,
You
can cover
guys.
this question?
Yeah, so we believe that on the far side of the moon, the abundances are probably going to be very similar to what we see on the near side of the moon.
How much water is there on
we
the moon,
obviously
guys?
would need more observation
Guys,
to
how much
really be
water
able
is there
to
on the
tell,
moon?
If there's locations that may be different, though.
It's just variations of how much water. How wet's
Great.
the moon?
And this one's for Paul Hertz. Will James Webb Space Telescope be useful for confirming and enhancing water detection on the moon?
Yeah, thankfully,
Right,
so well, it is
right,
true
Mario?
that Webb
It's
has
a wild one.
instruments
Moon
which
does
cover
spin, you know,
this
guys.
micron
Moon spins.
Wavelength. However, Webb cannot look in the direction of the Earth, Moon, or Sun. Its tennis court-sized sun shield blocks all light and heat from those directions, which is how Webb maintains its very, very cold telescope surface. So, no, it cannot look at the moon.
Decided to put another sun behind the moon. Hey guys, how much water is on the
Great.
moon?
Here's a question for Sarah from Rev D. With finding water on the surface of the moon, do we expect to find more water at deeper depths of the moon?
Ooh, that's a good question.
So that's a great question, and
Yeah.
one that we need more data on, right? So this instrument can only see the very top surface of the moon. But if we assume that these are in, these glass beads we've been talking about, right, they'll get mixed in deeper and deeper into the soil over time, right, as you get more impacts coming in and create new ones. So they'll get buried down to depths of feet, meters even. And we do expect to find that in various places on the moon. So one of the things we're looking at with the Viper rover, right, which is why it has a drill that reaches down a meter so that we can actually look at different
Let's
layers
get digging,
as we
guys.
go down and
Come
see
on, we'll do a
where
Twitch
exactly
raid
that
to the
water
moon.
is and how
We'll get
well it
digging.
gets mixed into deeper layers.
Thank you. We're going to take one more Ask NASA question and then go back to the phone lines to see if Jim Siegel is available.
No, Jim's dead.
Here's a
Sorry.
question for Jacob. Are there going to be robots sent to mine the H2O and further explore the extent of the water quality?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be one potential option for how we might do this. Again, I'll go back to the point that we still have a lot to learn about how we can
No,
interact
listen
with
here,
these deposits on the
nerd. We
surface,
know everything.
And in fact, which form we may go after.
Send Big
I
Dog
think
to the moon to dig
an
holes to get
interesting aspect
water.
of this result is Casey discussed two possible mechanisms for creating this signature, and it may potentially be a little bit of both. So at some point, we'll need to learn enough so we can start making decisions about: is it easier to invest in being able to survive the extremely cold environment and go into these shadowed regions? Or will it be easier to access the type of water that Sophia is detecting right now? And that might require different amounts of energy or needing to be able to manipulate large amounts of regolith in order to extract that water.
They did
I can
little
certainly
holes,
envision ways
Jane.
that robots might be
They,
beneficial in all of those.
when they first
but
landed on
all
there,
of these are
they
technology
dug and
investments
took
that
some
we
moon
have to think
samples
about.
back.
And so this is a really good example of how this isn't only the Science Mission Directorate and our human exploration folks but our space
Alright,
technology
whatever.
mission directorate as well. We all have to
The
work
good news
together
is
because we
the moon is
collect
gay.
data from the
She's-
science approaches to understand what technologies we need to develop
She's,
to getting our astronauts and robotically operated assets to the surface to get the job done.
What is this video? Me drinking moon water. I'm gonna
Thanks,
click on that
Jayla.
down. I'm gonna be really
Jacob.
upset.
Let's check in with Jim Siegel from NASA Tech.
Alright, Jim. Come on. We've waited for this.
Jim, are you on? Okay, let's jump to Keith Cowing from NASA Watch.
NASA Watch?
Okay, I got your question for Jacob Bleacher, since you seem to be the most senior person who might know how decisions will be made here. Up until now, the Artemis program has put forth this sort of persistent mantra about focusing human landings at the lunar South Pole due to the potential water resources. And Jim Bridenstine has said, yeah, we're going to land there the first time. Now that it seems that water is a more ubiquitous, pervasive resource, one would think that this polar focus might pivot. I know you've had a couple days at most to look at this. Are you now reconsidering landing sites as a result of this discovery?
I just went
I know
on
they
to
talked
BBC
about
News,
global lunar access,
expecting
but
to
it really
see
has
like
been polar.
like them doing a lot of things about the moon.
Yeah,
Number one
that's a
thing
good
is still
point that you
Boris
bring
Johnson
up.
holding a sandwich with
I
3
will
sausages
note
and
that
pointing
in,
it at you,
discussions
kind of
we've had
looking
about Artemis
longingly or
and
judgingly.
going to
I'm
the
not
South Polar
sure.
region,
There is also like a
beginning of
live
Vice
thing.
President
They're live
Pence,
streaming Trump's
saying that we're going to the
battleground
South Pole.
campaign blitz.
Water is one of the
But the
resources that
water moon
astronauts are
thing
going
is
to
just
this
like
location.
not
The
there.
other is that there
This
are
is the work of
locations
big
in
water,
the
huh?
polar regions that have another resource, which is access to
Mine
light
says Warrington's
greater
going
than
into tier
50%
3.
of
I'm
the
also
time.
getting that one as well.
So just like here on Earth, locations
In
on the
France
moon
and
will
Turkey
experience
are
a
having a
daytime
whinge.
where they see the sunlight and a nighttime where they do not see the sunlight. And if you can take advantage of locations, for instance, at the South Pole, I mentioned that there are places
Alright,
where
fucking
there's
who
no
you
sunlight in some of these
nerd?
deep
Get
craters.
lost.
Conversely, there are locations on top of high ridges or mountainous peaks where we
okay.
can see sunlight for more than half the amount of time.
Now that there's
And
less
helps us
people,
to
I can get away
optimize
with
our
typing that.
systems, to take advantage of both the solar power as well as
Ooh,
the
yes,
temperature
we're here.
or temperature
Go around
inside the sunlight.
2020.
So water is
Oh,
one
Jesus,
resource
dude.
on the lunar
Block that,
surface,
dude.
and we're certainly learning more about it and where it might be accessed. But it's not the only
Easy.
resource that we'll most likely use
just
there.
just
so
be mean.
Right now, the discussions we have are
I
still
guess
focused
that'll
on
do.
the South Polar region.
Can I just block him? He's gone, thank God. I just don't want to
There's
see
actually
that, dude.
an Ask NASA question that's very similar to this one. I'm going to give this to Sarah.
Ella is big. He
This is
sure
from Van
be.
Applegate. Will this change plans for Viper
Pepe?
landing areas?
I want to
Yeah,
know what they're
so
saying.
not at
What's
all, right?
okay?
So
Please
Viper
be a
is
wet ass
designed
pussy joke.
to
I'm gonna
look
get
in
Google
current and
Translate
shadowed
this.
areas, but also
If it's
to
not
look
a
in
wet
areas
ass
that
pussy
have-
joke, I'm
that
gonna
are
be
less
very
shadowed,
upset.
areas that get
Can I
a
have
little
all of
bit
that,
of
please?
sunlight where we think there might be water deeper, and also look in areas of full sunlight so that we can compare
I just-
all of
I
these
have to know
different
what he's
types
saying.
of regions.
Everyone
in
who
the polar
comes here is
environment
Iranian.
and
That's
really
not-
get at where the water is located.
That's
And
not
so this
something
is
that's
actually
warranting a
perfect
giggling
opportunity for Viper
emoji.
to follow up on these results and look at where the water is.
You weirdo, Darius.
Great. Next we have.
Sorry, my stream dropped for a second.
Alexandra
How much water is there on
Blake
the,
from
the moon? Oh, lakes of it,
I'm gonna just
Mario.
stay on
There's
the
just
same
fucking
theme.
lakes of it we've just never
Are
seen.
any of the upcoming rovers or Artemis missions planned to go specifically
El Pepe.
to
Who
or
the
near
fuck?
Clavius?
2021 moon has coronavirus. Hilarious, Anton. So is the
Anything
moon...
that you-
Yeah, I can speak
gay.
for the Artemis missions themselves that involve astronauts. We don't
Mobina?
have a final decision on the landing site yet.
Who you?
So we'll need
I
to
know
take
what
all
Mobina
of this
means. It's a
information
name.
into consideration. And in addition to access,
I just need to know. I need to know what everyone's saying.
Science objectives from the Science Mission
It's
Directorate.
gonna be horribly racist,
that
isn't
will be
it?
of interest to us, and so we need to find sites that balance that access to sunlight. To
Cool.
access to
Cheers for
water,
that, Google
places
Translate.
That we can safely land to establish our foothold.
Mario, do you know the
on
Lake
lunar
District in the
surface.
UK? It's like that, but no Miss
with all
Tiggy
the other
Winkles.
science and
Right? Yeah,
technology
it's like that, but there's no like
so
Tizzy
the
Whizzes.
information we have here will certainly
It's like that, but
influence
there's
where
there's
we go
um
and the
there's
decisions
no
we make.
Tories.
But you know, I can't say for certain that an Artemis mission would be going.
I wish
to
Google
that
Translate
location.
would actually like tell me what these people are saying. Here we go.
Thank you. Next, we have Kesha Rogers from the Executive Intelligence Review.
I literally
Yes, hello, thank you, and
Google.
thank you
Oh,
for taking
maybe
my
it's Persian.
question.
How
Okay,
ignorant.
so one of my questions was
Jesus.
asked, so I'll just ask the question.
All right,
on,
guys, chill. It's a
what
NASA
impact
announcement.
will
Moon is a
projects and
pizza?
instruments such as the
Maybe Anton's
intuitive
onto something. I was
machine
criticizing
lunar
him
ice
before, but
drill
maybe he's
uh,
onto something.
be for
Yes, Queen
helping
F?
to extract
What was
the
on the
water
side?
that we
Wouldn't it be
found from
vaporized?
the moon
It's literally
for
why we
use
were all
of the
excited,
Artemis
dude.
3 or for
This
crewed
the
missions
point
on the
of
moon.
this thing
So
is
this
to
is
say
more about
no.
the
Apparently, it wouldn't be.
extraction and use of the water ice.
Have you been listening,
more so than the
Astronomy
location
Maniac?
of
Because
the
I don't
water
think you're
on
that
the moon.
into
With this
astronomy. If you
type of
don't, if you haven't been
instrument told us to
listening
be
that
able
good.
to extract the water from
Kids
the
these
moon.
days. Nobody listens anymore.
And that can be
Shows
for
your aliens.
Apollo. Go ahead.
Everyone's asking how much water on the moon and not how much Romney Kendall
This is
mint cake.
Jake, and I'll go ahead and
True.
just jump in on
How
this
much
one,
Kendall
and if
mint
anyone
cake
else
is there on
has
the
anything
moon?
to add, feel free. But absolutely, all the data that we collect every time we go to the moon becomes critical information for us to understand how we will conduct future operations. And that's what's so exciting about going to a place like the South Polar region where we have not been before, especially when you couple it with exciting observations from Sophia that we're talking about today.
Hey guys, how much water is there?
We learn
I wasn't listening for the first hour of this.
And I've
How
already
much
mentioned
water is
the
there?
collaboration, the collaborative work.
Is there any
between
water
our
on the
mission
moon?
directors
Maybe there's
to
no water on the
collect
moon.
the science information
They
and
found
data,
Kameni on the
develop
moon?
the technology,
Uh-oh.
and make choices about what pathways in the technology development to follow.
There's a lot of Iranian,
enabling
like,
our
political stuff
astronauts,
going on in here,
to
isn't
get
there?
to the surface and do the jobs we're asking them to do. So
What
the
is
drill
the
data
new?
will absolutely be
There's water on
important
the
to us
lit
in
up part of the
understanding,
moon, on the warm bit.
you know, not
Why
only
are so many
future
Iranians
missions,
on
but
this chat?
we
Because
already
they're
talked
fucking
about how this
excited,
will value
Elias.
the next mission, Viper, that will follow up. So
Why are there so many you in the chat?
The data from the prime
Iran
drill
is a
will
space
be
program.
critical
Yeah.
for us moving forward, as will all of the payloads that are collecting data
Esto
about
es
the
real?
water environment and the surface environment.
Why is he complaining
Thank
about
you.
that? It's
Next,
just
we're gonna
weird.
take some Ask NASA questions.
This shows the damn
This
aliens.
is going
Sorry,
to
Landon.
Casey.
Is real?
What was the original intention to observe moon using Sophia?
Okay, I'm gonna finish this call stream because I just wanted to know what the deal was with the moon. Turns out we got 2 of these right. That one we were writing as the stream was going on. That one was this one, kind of. Moon Lonely, always. Maybe we got more of these right than... How did we not get Moons Haunted on here? How did we not get Moons Haunted in any of these? Dark Side is just a big toenail. We were right about something there. Why did we not have Moon Horny? We had Moon Sexy. Moon's a furry. Lily is the moon. You fools. We got just about everything else on here. Buzz Aldrin found alive while on Moon. Fake Buzz arrested. Moon's the real author of My Immortal. I mean, this one, the jury's still out on this one. Wow. I guess Moon was gay the whole time, though. I kind of knew it. I was kind of expecting this. It's just so much to find out. Moon's Iranian, apparently, according to chat. Or, Portuguese? I think it's Portuguese. It could be Spanish. Does anyone know how to tell the difference? I'm looking for like the key pointers that are the What the fuck is this image, NASA? He's right about them naming it Mewtwo. The real moon was gay and we made it along the way. Oh my god, Jules, you knew it. Moon is technically island. True. We've got all of it. Sorry, that was really loud, everyone. I've got a fucky book open. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here. I just wanted to know what was going on. I might do some streaming, because we're all in the space mood. I might do some streaming of Outer Wilds. The only issue is I finished it. I know all the spoilers, but I'm just going to be achievement hunting. And I don't want anyone who is interested in playing that game to seek anything of that game is the issue. Will anyone mind if I stream the Outer Wilds? And if you are going to play it, do not watch me play Outer Wilds because it's going to be spoiler heavy. I'm just going to be achievement hunting or trying to do the achievements. because some of them are downright impossible. There's one that I'm not going to be able to get unless I restart the game completely. But yeah, I'll wrap up and then start again in like 5 minutes, because I got to pee real bad, because I needed to at the start of this. And I didn't, like a fool. Anyway, thanks loads for watching. I will be right back, as Tony says. I'm going to end the stream just so we can get like a different thingy. You may watch, that's cool. Alright, see you guys in a hot moment.